Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program is brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. It's chilly outside in East Tennessee right now, but while you and I might not be quite as active in the cold, termites often are. And as things warm up, say around March, they are really going to get down to business. To protect your home from termites, do what thousands of East Tennessee families do, and that's turn to locally owned, family-owned Southeast Termite and Pest Control. SoutheastTermite.com is where you can go to learn more about them. I know these folks, vouch for these folks, can't say much more good things about these folks. If you're looking to protect your home from termites and other pests, Southeast Termite and Pest Control. That's who you need to check out, SoutheastTermite.com. All right, back with Chuck and Jimmy, who Josh pointed out they're just eye candy for this segment. Josh Ward's who's doing the talking in this one, and I want to talk a little bit about recruiting and what's been going on. We've got some bullet points up here, and let's just touch on number one that you gave me, commitments looking elsewhere.
And it's that time of year where that's going to happen, where prospects, they start to hear from some other schools. You have a few weeks to go until signing day, and you might think, do I want to look around and make sure that where I'm committed is where I want to go? So you have Vinzel Boulware, an offensive lineman from down in the Atlanta area that is hearing from Ohio State. And you have a school that just won a national championship. Yeah. So that's certainly appealing. So that's a school that I think is one to watch. What kind of push can they make for him? Darrell Taylor is a defensive end from Virginia that has shown interest elsewhere, but this week I actually said, you know what, I'm going to stick with Tennessee. So good news there. And then Justin Martin, I think, is really important for Tennessee. He's a junior college cornerback visiting Texas A&M and then Auburn coming up. But Tennessee is his final visit. So as long as Tennessee is able to hold on heading into that final visit, the Vols should be fine.
All right, very good. And we got point 2 on your graphics there, this weekend's visitors.
A lot of Tennessee commitments coming in. Khalil McKenzie, the most notable one, I would say. And 2 guys that are uncommitted looking at Tennessee, John Kelly at running back. Running back's still important. They're trying to build depth at that position. And then Cortez Sapp at linebacker. Tennessee needs more linebackers, talented guy. With Sapp, it's partly, when does he make a decision? Does he wait up until signing day because numbers continue to be an issue? They'd like more linebackers. He's talented from Alpharetta. But let's see when he decides to make a decision.
Okay, and then the last one more lineman. You said they need more linebackers and running backs. Lineman's still an issue.
I think the offensive line is still a huge priority, and Pat Allen is a name that Tennessee has been focusing on and fans have been monitoring. Tyree St. Louis is one as well. Getting him away from his Miami commitment, though, I think will be a challenge. So Pat Allen, who has reopened his recruitment, had been committed to Georgia for so long. Georgia visited him this weekend. He saw the new offensive line coach in Mark Richt. He's still considering Georgia. Oklahoma's on his list as well, but I think that it comes down to Tennessee and Georgia. And right now, Pat Allen's plan is to wait until National Signing Day, the first Wednesday in February. And that's a name where if he calls you on signing day, says, I'm coming, you take him and you figure it out from there.
Excellent, Josh. And you have a radio show dedicated to recruiting. Tell folks about that.
Yeah, Football Futures each Saturday, 10 until 11 on Sports Radio WNML. 2 weeks to go until signing day. A lot will happen over the next couple of weeks.
So you get the name right, too. That's good. All right.
You and me both,
when
John.
we come back, I'm so old, it's tougher for me. When we come back, we got plenty of football to talk about. Kind of a rapid-fire segment. Urban Meyer versus Nick Saban. Those guys have so many national championships, you lose track. Now scholarships are going to come with the full cost of tuition payment. Is that a good thing? A lot of things to discuss in this next segment, and then we'll come back later and tell you whether or not we think Peyton Manning should retire or return. Come on back on the Sports Source.